Alrighty, guys. It's been a good early week right now, getting some corrections done off the Arizona game. Really focusing today on our individual technique and fundamentals. You love doing that with an off week, especially with some young kids. We're able to get a little bit of game planning over the last 2 days and put a lot of our first and second down game plan in today for Cal with this practice. And it was great. Got some young kids, some quality work there at the end with a little of a developmental scrimmage there at the end. So quality reps coming out of it. Injury-wise, Justin is still out right now. We're hoping to get him out of that boot here in the next couple days. He's starting to feel better, but we'll see how he does once he gets out of the boot. Zach Banner came out with flying colors, feels really good, so came out of the game good. Juju, it came out good. We just held him today to try to get some bumps and bruises healed. He'll be back by Saturday. Jordan Simmons we held today, just some tendonitis of the knee. We're going to try to get some of that flare up down, and we held Leon McQuay with a hip and groin that's nagging him. Hopefully that thing will be ready to go by Saturday. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
Any special plans for the bye week with the team, or just for you?
Yeah, for us, what we're focusing on right now is we get the ability to work with some young developmental kids. You saw Jordan Iosef out there, a Wale Batiku, a Connor Murphy. So a little bit of an individual scrimmage work at the end for those kids, getting quality reps. Also getting our first and second down game plan in for Cal today, our third down game plan in tomorrow. So getting a little bit ahead for Cal. We'll come back Saturday, and that will start a normal work week for us. That'll be we'll treat Saturday like Monday and work through the week. Tomorrow's practice will be extremely similar. We'll get our third down game plan in, get to work some young kids, work fundamentals and techniques. We as a staff will go out and do some recruiting on Thursday and Friday, let our players catch up on some academic work, and then be able to report Saturday and treat it like a normal work week, like a Monday.
How important is a week like this for a guy like Matt Fink, young quarterback?
You saw it at the end. I look at those two groups there at the end in that last period, and you say, gosh dang, there's the future of your football team, and that ability to work, to be able to see a Josh Baby out there, a Michael Pittman, a Velus Jones, a Trayvon Sidney, Tyler Vaughn's. You look at some guys out there, you go, wow, there's some talented young kids here, and this is quality reps for them to try to grow. And so these weeks are really important. It helps you get healthy. It couldn't come at a better time after week 7 of a season, and then the ability to get some young kids better.
This was the bye week last year when Sam went in. I think he threw a bunch of touchdowns that week. What do you remember from that week? From Sam a year ago?
Last year?
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, from this
when he was
practice?
doing what like
yeah. Like I said, it's all of a sudden you look up and you get to put some young kids in, and you remember, wow, they haven't been getting a ton of reps, but they're still really quality players, and how valuable this is. That's what I told them at the end, guys. Go in and watch this tape. Our coaches are gonna grade this tape, watch it with you, and learn from it, and then come out here and get that same opportunity tomorrow, and make the most of it, and learn and progress from it. So I do remember Sam last year, not only on service team, but in a week like this, doing some really nice things.
With Stephen Mitchell going down, are you working extra with your wide receivers during this bye week?
Yeah, you saw us doing some individual work with him today. We're very fortunate because we're deep at the position, and have several ways that we can go about being able to put the slot receiver in position. We're very fortunate since Deontay Burnett has played so well all the way back since the Notre Dame game from last year, the way he's progressed. He's playing great football right now, and will be pushed up in that starting role. We're very fortunate to have Jalen Green here, who's been trained at all positions. He's kind of been the emergency guy when we need him, and has always stepped in and done a tremendous job. We also have the ability in one of our package to move Juju in as the slot receiver and put big wideouts outside of him. And then you have guys like Adoree Jackson that can slip in and get some plays. A Jane A. Harris, who trained at the position for all of last year and training camp this year. So, we've got some individuals that can go in there and help us.
You mentioned, I think it was after the Arizona State game, you mentioned that coming back from the Utah game was probably like the low point.
Yeah.
And you wanted to make sure that the players stayed focused and didn't lose discipline or whatever.
Yeah.
What did you do to keep that from happening?
Hey, really just like I've said, just stay the same, because as a coach, and you've been in it 20 years, they haven't. And you see a team that goes to Utah, the way they prepared, the way they went into that hostile atmosphere and performed and came 16 seconds away, you're like, wow, okay, they're moving in the right directions. Now let's don't lose that momentum. I know it was a tough loss, but we can't lose that momentum. So don't panic, don't change as a coach. Just keep on getting them better. Give every ounce of energy you have to help them win football games. And that's what we did, and had the ability to win a good game versus Arizona State at home, beat a top 25 team with Colorado, and then put our best performance together. Does anything change? No. We come right back out and we'll do the same thing. We take it 1 week at a time and try to progress our team, so when hopefully we're playing our best ball by November.
When teams drop 8 back now, is that almost like a quarterback draw call?
Well, it's almost automatic. They had that going into that game. They just used it a lot. So in anticipation of that, Sam had the ability that whenever he needs to pull it down in those situations, he can. You look at it in 2 situations: drop 8, and when you're playing man coverage and you're guarding everybody man, there's really not anybody for the quarterback. So those are the 2 situations that you look for and opportunities that you look for to run as a quarterback. The thing that I really appreciated about him was not his ability to run, but his ability to run with eyes downfield. If yards are there, take them, and he made over 50 yards. But more importantly, keep your eyes downfield, so when a Deontay Burnett comes open in the end zone, you're ready to pull the trigger and throw that touchdown, and that's what he did. That's the mark of a good quarterback.
Were those as much, almost half by design as scramble plays? I mean, people say, scramble for third down. But,
that's one of the things that we're seeing is the creativity of Sam to not only keep his poise on broken plays, like you saw the flea flicker a couple games ago. You see the naked that hit the ground, picks up, throws it to Tyler T. Now all of a sudden it's not there. They drop 8 on 4 receivers. Instead of forcing a ball, he makes a great decision. He pulls it down, he gets the first down, and he gets down.
Let's do one more.
Why has Nico been able to transition so quickly last year and this year?
It speaks volumes to just the discipline that Nico has as a player and a student of the game. To wait your turn, for so long and to make the most. We always talk about make the most of your opportunity. He got that opportunity last year. I'll never forget, as long as I live, the UCLA game of him stepping up in that arena and being able to perform. And there's a lot of training that goes into it, and there's several guys that are out here just like him. I think of Mike Hutchings, playing behind Hayes Ballard and just waiting his turn, waiting for his opportunity, and you look up and he's playing his best football. So guys like Nico, guys like Mike, you never know when your opportunity is going to come. Make sure you're ready when you get it and make the most of it, and both of them have.
Did he? I think it was probably must have been when Toa went down, when he was the backup. Did he expect it, or when sat him down and told him that he's the backup, was he surprised? It was a great competition. From where he was, you got to imagine last year he was the 4th-string center last year. I mean, you went from Max to Toa to Khalil I'm talking
to
about
Nico.
like last year when you told him last year.
Yeah, so he comes into this training camp. He's competing with a very, very good player, and Toa had performed better.
Yeah.
Both of them are really good players.
I meant last year when Toa got injured and he was going to be backing up Khalil. Because he was playing
that was our depth chart at the time. That was our depth chart. We had it as Max, Toa, Khalil, and Nico.
Oh, it went all the way forward.
Yeah, and he moved his way up.
Okay.
So I'm told tomorrow they're going to start at 3:45 and end about